From the earlier jumbos of the past to the hefty living legends, get ready to watch these real-life giants that actually exist and shock the whole world. Andre the Giant.
Can you believe that? Perhaps even, let's compare it to the size of my head. Andre the...
Known as the eighth wonder of the world.
The eighth wonder of the world.
Next on the list is Andrei Rene Roussimoff.
He was stronger than all of us. He was bigger than all of us.
Born in 1946, he is well known for his in-ring name Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
Roussimoff was known for his great size, which was a result of gigantism caused by excess growth hormones. But he didn't let his medical condition overcome his dreams, and he started to learn professional wrestling.
Wait a minute, Andre coming in now.
And quickly made a worldwide fame.
He was famous on a different level, literally the biggest celebrity in the world.
Whether it was wrestling or acting, with his epic size, he conquered every battle. He made millions and found crossover success. But unfortunately, the disorder that caused his gigantism also contributed to his early demise as he passed away just at the age of 46. Sultan Kosin.
Hi, my name is Sultan, tallest man.
Meet Sultan Kosin, who is not just the most famous farmer, but the largest farmer.
The most exciting thing about this year's edition for me has to be our new world's tallest man.
Sultan Kosin, who was born in December of 1982 to a Turkish household. Surprisingly, it's not his agricultural skills that made him famous, but his height.
Sultan Kosin, 8'1", 246.5 centimeters.
He is 8 feet and 2.82 inches tall. He also holds a Guinness Book of World Record for his spectacular height.
I love Guinness World Record.
On one hand, his height has bestowed him with stardom and popularity, while on the other hand, it made him dependent on crutches for a walk.
He has a pituitary tumour, secreting a hormone called growth hormone.
His extraordinary height is due to gigantism acromegaly, a rare hormonal disorder that develops when the pituitary gland produces too much growth hormone. Despite facing different challenges, Sultan has never learned to compromise on his dreams. The Great Kali. Better known by his rising name, the Great Kali, Dalip Singh Rana was born in 1972. Kali's distinguished stature can be attributed to a medical condition known as acromegaly, which among other symptoms causes gigantism and chin protrusion. Earlier, he used to do peculiar jobs to put bread on the table. Then he managed to get himself in the police department, where he trained in the gym and made his debut to the WWE in 2000. In India, where fame is limited to few, Kali announced himself as the World Heavyweight Champion in 2007 and became the most popular athlete in India. He has also appeared in Hollywood and Bollywood films. Today, Kali is taking care of his family, and he has now stepped into the restaurant business. Yao Defen.
Standing at 7 feet 7 inches and with size 26 feet, Yao Defen is the world's tallest woman.
Anyone who met China's Yao Defen could never forget her. And it's Noi just because she is humble and sweet. Her unnatural height was due to a lump on her pituitary gland which causes bone overgrowth. Gigantic height often causes agony in her legs and back. But she was determined to live and work under such chronic conditions. Her grave financial conditions didn't let her go for treatment, but this didn't force her to put a full stop to her dreams. Fortunately, her father helped her to perform shows, and with that hard-earned money, she went for a surgery to remove the tumor.
The results indicate to me is that her normal pituitary has been pretty well destroyed.
However, this brilliant lady couldn't survive longer and passed away just at the age of 40 from an unspecified ailment. Igor Fovkovinsky. He first grabbed attention in an Obama rally, where he was flaunting his shirt, which declared him the world's biggest Obama fan.
For 2 years since I saw Barack Obama here 2 years ago, this same arena. Ever since then, I was a big supporter.
This is the story of Igor Vovkovinsky. He was first noticed for his incredible height of 7 feet and 8 inches, which made him the tallest man in America. As he became popular, he was then offered a movie role according to his physique. His role in Hall Passes became his breakthrough in the entertainment industry.
Oh, what's the matter? You can't get any bigger, you little
After which he became so popular that Reebok gifted him custom-made shoes. Sadly, his rising career didn't last long, and he passed away at the age of 38. He lived a short but happy life. Robert Waldo. This gentle giant looks like a skyscraper with an exceptional height of 8'11".
Robert Pershing Wadlow, the tallest living person of all time.
The tallest man in recorded history, Robert Waldo. His great size was due to hypertrophy of his pituitary gland, which results in an abnormally high level of human growth hormone. And at that time, there was no cure for this. So he gracefully embraced his rare medical condition and continued to fulfill his dreams, from being a law student to an exceptional scout, wherever or whenever stepped in. He won hearts, not because of his height, but his well-being. He got promotional traveling for a shoe company at 20.
2 into 1, do go. Here's the owner, Robert Wadlow of Chicago.
Unfortunately, this gentleman at a very young age succumbed to infection in his feet, and days later he passed away in his sleep. His school built his statue in a loving memory of him.
He was so amazingly tall. It's easy to forget that this is a statue of a real person.
Neil Fingleton. Remember that marvelous creature in the Game of Thrones? It was not a camera work, but a real human named Neil Fingleton, a British actor and a former basketball player, with an incredible height of 7'7". After graduation, started his career as a professional basketball player, but due to injuries, his small but effective career didn't last long.
I'd say the only side effect of being tall that I've had is probably stretch marks. Your body's at it. You're growing so fast and your body's trying to keep up with it.
Later, he appeared in movies and TV shows. His notable character, Magmar in Got, left the audience in awe with his wonderful performance. The bigger he seemed, the more soft he was by heart. However, just at the age of 36, a heart failure ultimately sealed his fate, leading to his untimely demise. Sun Mingming. Born in 1938, China's Mingming has an impressive height of 7'9".
7'9"? Oh my God!
Making him the tallest basketball player in history. At first he played for the community college. Afterwards, extraordinary game skills have helped him to start his professional career. He then became a tough competitor of the game.
This is first time having training where it's really intense one-on-one.
Good move.
But things changed in 2005 when he was diagnosed with a benign tumor linked to his pituitary gland.
He has a tumor inside his head.
He couldn't afford the treatment, so his sports agent raised the funds needed. With the money in hand, Ming underwent surgery to have the tumor removed. He kept playing, but his fitness couldn't help him to play in NBA. This living legend married Xu Yan, a 6 feet 2 inches tall lady, and became the tallest living married couple in the world. Rumeysa Gelgi.
My name is Rumeysa Gelgi, and I am the tallest woman in the world.
The famous Turkish researcher and a freelance advocate, but it's not the profession that makes her stand out in the crowd. A whopping height of 7 feet and 0.7 inches makes her spectacular. However, with some fame and joy, height also brings some sorrow for her. Shopping for clothes and getting in a car or airplane is not easy for her.
Some of the most difficult things about being so tall are especially the health problems.
She needs a special chair to sit in and a special van to travel. Besides giving her worldwide fame, her extraordinary height has also become a reason for her illness known as Weaver's syndrome. Although no other member of her family has shown signs of this syndrome,
No one else in my family has this syndrome.
They are all extremely supportive and encourage her to reach her goals. Rumesa enjoys spending time with them and going out for nice meals with her family.
My message to the world would be, please be kind and respectful to others.
Zainab Bibi. Well, I believe Rumesa is not alone in this race. Someone had run a marathon before her. Her name was Zainab, born to a family in Pakistan. It was in 1998 when she came to limelight during a TV show. Only because of extraordinary height, which makes this 7 feet, 2 inches tall lady a popular figure in Pakistan. Not only this, in 2004 Guinness Book of World Record named her the tallest woman in the world.
गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड 2003 में दराज कद खातून का एजाज हासिल करके
It helped her to get invitations from many countries for public appearances including Germany, France and the UK. It helped her in earning. Unfortunately, her height became a reason for her illness known as osteoporosis. Although she kept on fighting with her health issues, but at the age of 46, 2018, this humble soul departed for the other world. Morteza Merzad.
Para Morteza Merzadzelatkhani, el jugador de voleibol más alto del mundo, nada fue fácil.
Morteza Merzad, a 36-year-old Iranian volleyball player, stands tall at 8 feet, making him the tallest man in Iran. But he isn't widely known for his height, but his extraordinary performances in the game, as he has helped his team win many championships.
For the set! Of course, it could only go to one person. Merzad puts it down.
However, this remarkable journey of Morteza wasn't a smooth ride. He was born with a rare medical condition known as acromegaly, which causes the overproduction of growth hormone. He had a rupture in his right leg at a young age. Despite these challenges, he didn't settle for less and emerged as one of the world's most successful volleyball players. His story serves as a powerful reminder of resilience and determination in the face of adversity.
Somebody go and check the pressure on that ball!
John Bud Rogan. John Rogan, famously known as Negro Giant, was born in the US in 1867. Before Waldo, he held the honor of being the tallest man in the world with an unbelievable height of 8'6".
Tallest African-American ever.
Rogan was a simple and honorable man, as he never took sympathy for his adversity, but he stood against this complication like a wall of China. Due to his notable height, he was approached by many sponsors, but he declined all the offers and worked on his abilities to sell portraits at railway stations. Rogan was diagnosed with acromegaly at an early age. Due to lack of medical advancement, he couldn't get treatment and later fell prey to this disease and passed away.
Medical professionals, that's what they contributed his death to, was ankylosis.
Zia Rashid. Not everyone enjoys the privilege of tall heights. Some really struggle in their daily life, as it is in the case of Zia Rashid. Born in Pakistan, Zia has a humongous height of 8'2", that makes him the tallest man in the country. Rashid's height is the result of a tumor in the pituitary gland, which causes the overproduction of growth hormone. His height has not only brought health problems, but also hindered his social interaction. He had to leave school for his health issues and get education through distance learning. He couldn't afford the expensive treatment and often stays at home watching movies. Due to his uniqueness, he often got special protocol at different places. Despite these challenges, Rashid remains hopeful for a better future. Siddiqa Parveen. Hailing from a poor family in India, 38 years Parveen is estimated to be 7'8" tall, which makes her the tallest woman in Indian history. For 15 years, Parveen remained confined within the walls of her home due to unusual height. Like all other tall humans, her height is the result of gigantism, which overproduces the growth hormone. But unlike others, this gigantism was due to a tumor which had led to her growing tall, with a weight of 130 kilograms, along with enlarged body parts, including hands and feet.
And usually these patients can die of cardiomyopathy, heart failure.
Due to fractures to her spine, she was unable to stand up straight. However, in 2013, a remarkable transformation took place as she underwent surgery and the tumor was removed. Although it affected her eyesight, she didn't lose hope and tried to live a normal life. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Afeez Goro. A Nigeria's native Afeez had a stunning height of 7 feet 7 inches. Agoro had normal growth until he developed an ailment at the age of 19 and was diagnosed with acromegaly, which made him grow vertically at a very rapid rate. Agoro unsuccessfully tried to combat the ailment, which made him among the tallest people in Africa. Agoro had to face many obstacles, from not getting a bed of his size or shoes and continuous pain in joints. But these sufferings couldn't stop him. He continued his studies and got diplomas. He became a vocal advocate of other people suffering from acromegaly and used his fame to address the gravity of this issue. Sadly, he lost his battle against acromegaly in 1973.
Sad news that we announce the death of Nigeria's tallest man, Afeez Goro Oladimeji.
But he will always be remembered for his humility and kindness. Margot Didek.
Rejected by Margot. The law pass into Didek, brings it down, puts it up, and lays it home for 2.
Margot Didek was a top-notch basketball player with a standing height of 7'2", which made her undoubtedly the tallest female athlete. Before she played in the WNBA, she was always the no-one pick in the draft for many basketball leagues ranging from Europe to Spain. She took a break from her thriving career when she became pregnant, and later dedicated her time for the upbringing of children. Unfortunately, during her 3rd pregnancy, Margot suffered a cardiac arrest and was immediately taken to hospital. Regrettably, after 8 days of being hospitalized, she lost a fighting battle and passed away in 2011. Oliver Richters. Do you remember the Ursa Major from Marvel Black Widow? Actor, bodybuilder, and influencer, well known as the Dutch Giant. Standing at the height of 7'1", next on the list is Oliver Richters. His whopping stature is not the consequence of any disease, but it's purely natural. He was born healthy, and later his gym enthusiasm made him a larger-than-life bodybuilder. He consumes 7,000 calories per day, which is equivalent to 7 healthy meals. And this extraordinary height and stature helped him setting the record for the tallest professional bodybuilder. Jeff Dabe. If you are good at arm wrestling, or even best, still don't think about playing with him.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Dabe takes him down!
Your hand might get fractured after all you are playing in the hands of no less than a Hulk. Dabe was born with large hands, which later helped his father in farming. As he grew up, his muscles started growing at twice the speed of normal human beings, which made his forearm circumference 20 inches. With his spectacular and well-built muscles, it was evident that he has a bright future in arm wrestling. He participated in arm wrestling through his school and won many competitions. Later, he became a professional arm wrestler, and he is invincible in this game till date. Aaron Reed. The discussion of bodybuilding cannot be completed without including Aaron Reed. Standing at 6, 7, and 9 times NPC champion, also appeared in the list of one of the tallest bodybuilders in the world.
My name's Aaron Reed, 6'7", 305-pound, world tallest bodybuilder, 9-time NPC champion.
Aaron has enjoyed a splendid career in wrestling and bodybuilding. His rivals couldn't sleep before the match, or they gave up even before coming into the ring. He also became a published writer and penned down a book on nutritional diet and lifestyle. However, Reed didn't always have it easy. Earlier, he was diagnosed with leukemia, and later in his WWE days, hepatitis. Fortunately, he was able to beat the illnesses and live his life to its fullest. Ekaterina Lisina. Lisina, 35, has a height of 6'9" that makes her the tallest model in Russia. She owes this blessing to her family, as no one in her home clocks in under 1.8 m. Before turning into modeling, this Russian beauty had an incredible career in basketball. Her creative skills on the court lead her to win a bronze medal for the country. Well, her height has been helpful in earning money and getting fame, but she couldn't find love due to her height. She revealed that her height intimidates men, despite that Lee Sena still attracts people and has 1.1 million fans on Instagram and 9.5 million on TikTok. Brahim Takiullah. Takiullah first opened his eyes in 1982 to a Moroccan family and was famous in school for his towering height of 8 feet 1 inch. At the age of 18, he was diagnosed with acromegaly, which was the reason behind his extra height. Although the tumor was removed, he still faced issues finding a pair for his European-sized shoes.
Life is not easy for us at this height. For example, I measure 2.46 meters. I'm the second tallest man in the world.
It not only took him extra time to get them, but also cost him a substantial amount of money. But his condition didn't stop him from fulfilling his dreams. He completed his graduation and also got French nationality. Takiullah is the second tallest living person behind Sultan Kosen and tied with Morteza Merzad of Iran. In the world, according to the Guinness World Records, Leonid Ivanovich Standik, a veterinarian by profession and famously known for his height, Leonid took his first breath in Ukraine. This 8 feet 5 inches tall veterinarian was considered the tallest man in the documented history of Ukraine. At an early age, he underwent brain surgery, and after that, doctors explained his condition as acromegaly. Later, Leonid developed a tumor in the pituitary gland responsible for overgrowth, and it expanded his height growth exponentially. Leonid was never happy with his height, as he said, "It has caused me more harm than joy." Sadly, due to continuous medical complications and never stop growing hormones, he passed away in 2014. Yao Ming. This 7 feet 6 inches legend hails from China. Born to a family of professional basketball players, Yao Ming also decided to pursue his career as a basketball player.
Yao Ming down the lane. Oh, it's the Yao Ming show.
Ming was a remarkable human and sportsman. He never was a part of any controversy throughout his legendary career. Unfortunately, in 2010 he suffered a knee injury that forced him to retire in 2011, but still, he becomes a part of the news for his love for the game and his analysis of the current basketball diaries. The Shaq, born in America and has a stupendous height of 7 feet 1 inch. Shaq was a big kid from an early age, and his size caused him to stand out from his peers. Shaquille O'Neal started his career as a basketball player and ended up in the NBA as one of the most successful players in history. Shaq signed with the Celtics in 2010 with the hope of winning another ring to rival Tim Duncan, but he played a limited role and retired in 2011. After retirement, he focuses on running a foundation for children and women, and he believes in helping humanity. Ri Myung-hun.
But one of these giants has been touted as a medical miracle.
A former North Korean basketball player born in 1967, Ri is a renowned personality with an impressive height of 7'8" and is believed to be the tallest person in North Korea. Apart from his majestic height, he had all the ingredients to be an amazing basketball player.
The 29-year-old is defying medical science with his agility and speed on the court.
His great skills on the court and his majestic passing skills distinct him from others. Ri aspired to play for the NBA, but unfortunately, due to a political dispute between America and North Korea, he was not given permission to play there.
To join the NBA ended up as a hoop dream when the US State Department said he could only play in the US if his salary was not passed on to the government in Pyongyang.
After that, Ri kept playing for the national team and retired in peace.
Sadly, once Michael was ready for the big league, he was forced to return to his homeland.
Radwan Charbib. One thing that is found common among all these stalwarts is humbleness. The more they grow, the more humble they become. Meet this very charming and humble soul from Tunisia. Born in 1968, Charbib was once recognized as the tallest human being in the world.
That's pretty tall. However, the tallest man ever is just look at the size of his thumb.
with a notable height of 7'9". And this is all due to gigantism that causes overrun in growth hormone. Chabib's extraordinary height didn't work as a blessing, as he had to leave school at a young age due to lack of mobility. But it didn't shatter his confidence, as he is living a lively life with his family now. Suleimana Abdul Samed. Before we move on further, I want you to meet this local celebrity.
The tallest man in Africa.
Suleimana Abdul Samed. He belongs to Ghana and has a tremendous height of 7'4", barely 1 foot shorter than Sultan Kosen.
One night I just slept and then wake up, see my everything getting big.
Like all other giants, Abdul suffered from gigantism at an early age. He has undergone treatment for his condition, but his body didn't stop growing. Despite his unusual height, Abdul Samed has lived a relatively normal life, got education and employed as a farmer and a mechanic. Abdul never kneels down to this syndrome, but he has graciously accepted his uniqueness. After receiving media attention for his height, he wants to raise awareness about acromegaly and the challenges faced by people who have the condition. Macy Curran. This teenager is the best example of beauty with a brain. Macy Curran, born in Texas, has an impressive height of 6'10" and holds a world record for having the longest legs in the world.
Okay, 53. And then her inseam, 43 on the nose.
Macy Curran is not an ordinary teenager, but she is an influencer, motivational speaker, and a TikTok celebrity. Her content and speeches mostly revolve around self-love and self-acceptance.
I just stopped caring what people thought of me, and once I just stopped caring, I wasn't affected by anything.
She uses her platform to spread awareness about people with special needs. Macy Curran is currently living a happy and a satisfied life in her hometown. Dharmendra Pratap Singh.
आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसे शख्स मौजूद हैं जो किसी परिचय के मोहताज नहीं है। धर्मेंद्र प्रताप सिंह, जो एक ऐसी हस्ती हैं जिन्हें देखकर आप भी कहीं ना कहीं आश्चर्य जरूर महसूस करेंगे।
It feels like India is becoming a hub of producing staunch people. As here we have another extraordinarily tall personality from India. Meet Dharmendra Pratap Singh, or the tallest man in India, who has a height of 8'1". Dharmendra has stepped his big feet in politics and become a recognized personality in a blink.
समाजवादी पार्टी की विचारधाराएं हैं, मैं इन सब चीजों से प्रेरित होकर जो है समाजवादी पार्टी को मैंने ज्वाइन किया.
All thanks to his outstanding height. Sadly, his political career didn't turn into his favor, and to put bread on the table, he charges people for taking pictures with him. Pratap finds it difficult to access buildings due to his towering height, and also it hinders to get accessories of his size. Irrespective of that, Pratap is motivated to keep going in his life. Sandy Allen.
Perhaps no living person is more recognized from the Guinness Book of Records. She's been listed in the book for almost a quarter of a century as the tallest woman in the world.
Meet our next guest, who held a record for 16 years. Sandy was born in Chicago in 1955. With a height of 7'11", she was recognized as the world's tallest lady and held this title for 16 years. Allen had a tumor in the pituitary gland that causes overgrowth in the body. Later, that tumor was removed during a surgery. She never let her condition overcome her dreams and appeared in different entertainment TV shows.
Good afternoon, all you short people. How you doing today?
She also wrote a book titled Cast a Giant's Shadow. Although her extra height was the reason behind her fame, due to her unique stature, Allen never got married. In her last days, her legs refused to support her tall stature, so she started using a wheelchair. Allen was an incredible soul that passed away in 2008. Martin Ford. Next on the list is a villain who snags all the spotlight from the hero whenever he comes. This is Martin Ford, a big man that stands at the height of 6'8". It's not the tall height that makes him extraordinary, but it's his huge stature. Undoubtedly, he scares a lot. Martin started his career in cricket, but he couldn't pursue it further due to illness. But he didn't give up and worked on his body to become a fitness influencer and professional MMA competitor. Apart from this, he has also appeared in Hollywood movies like Kingsman and Fast and Furious 9. Heather Green.
Well, you're about to meet a woman who towers way over most men and women.
Meet Heather Green, whose legs go from ground to heaven. Standing at a stunning height of 6'5", can reach above 7 feet if she wears a heel, and it would be difficult for you to get a high five from her. Heather is a famous personality on social media platforms, and also earning through it. She has an enormous number of followers on her accounts, and people love to interact with her.
I think a lot of people at first are intimidated. They're very surprised to meet me.
But all these admirations are coming at the cost of her health. She knows that she has medical complications and daily life struggles to do domestic work, but she is happy with her height as it brings validation and fame for her. Open discussion. Talking about giants, how can we not mention Aurora Satoshi, the heaviest sumo wrestler ever? Born in 1983, has a height of 6.2 feet. But for sumo wrestlers, it's the weight that counts. Satoshi weighs 645.07 pounds, which makes him one of the strongest sumo wrestlers in the world. Satoshi had been extraordinarily large since his school days, and later in his life, he decided to become a sumo wrestler. For that, he moved to St. Petersburg to study sumo and became the first Russian to enter professional sumo. His career record was 376 wins against 382 losses, with 12 absences due to injury over 111 tournaments. He announced his retirement in 2018 after winning his last game. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.